Welcome to Helgar Industries Business Consulting. Today we're going to cover the issue of brand recognition. Now, a brand is a name that the owner of a product decides to call it. Right? It doesn't necessarily allude to who the owner of the brand is. It's specifically for the product that is being designed, manufactured, and sold to the public. Right? A brand, right, will ultimately take on the characteristics, the features, the functionality of the product, the quality of the product. Right? There are design characteristics of a brand. A brand also will have manufacturing and process characteristics. And that is where it's being manufactured. It could be domestic, it could be international, it could be high end, middle, low end. A brand will also have what's called distribution or service characteristics. That is where it's being sold, what channels it's being sold in, where you can find it. And then there are what's called marketing and sales characteristics of a brand. Right? Now that's broken down into a number of areas where you get price. The price of the brand is talking about its affordability, right? Its value, and ultimately, which is something that the market rarely talks about, is the socioeconomic impact of the brand. Who can really afford it? Is it high end, middle end, low end? That has a profound impact on society when society is encountering the brand. Then you have an aspect of it that it's product. Now, product is talking about the quality. It's talking about the functionality. It's talking about the features of the brand. It's talking about the growth and direction of maybe the brand, maybe the industry, maybe the business. It's an evolutionary aspect of the marketing environment, the product environment. Then you have what's called positioning. Now, when you're talking about positioning, you're talking about who should be interested in the brand, why they should be interested in the brand, right? How the brand is more or less interesting than a competing or a product that's out there in the marketplace. And then you get into consideration of the placement of the brand. Now it's unique. This is a unique issue because when you're talking about placement, you're talking about whether it's city-oriented, suburban-oriented, countryside. It could be whether it's domestic or international. Right? When you're talking about placement of a brand, it is channel. It is about maybe the media, whether it's radio, whether it's television, whether it's movie or print journalism, right? Then, so as you move away from these marketing or sales characteristics, price, product, placement, positioning, as you move further away from that, you get into what's called the overall aspect of the brand. And this is where the marketplace, this is where the industry, the competition begins to talk about the brand in terms of its manufacturing, in terms of its servicing, its pricing, its success or its failure. It's where comparisons and the whole belief about the brand surfaces. Right? And when you're talking beliefs, you're talking about ultimately the attitude towards the brand, the thought pattern towards the brand. It gets into whether or not the brand is adding value to the marketplace. And finally, when you're talking brand recognition, you're talking about whether or not people feel that their comfort, right? Whether their comfort is being enhanced, their abilities are being enhanced by the existence of the brand, its value proposition to the marketplace. So there you have it, guys. Brand recognition is not something that should be taken lightly. It's something that should be researched, something that should be valued and safeguarded. It's a very important aspect of business development, market development. Right? So, thank you guys for spending a little time with me, and we hope to provide you with future videos. Have a good day, guys.